Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Plague Inc. Evolved custom scenarios. Taking some requests this week. What do we got? Let's see, can I find it? There it is. Hello, Sonic Fever. Sonic the Hedgehog has become an iconic figure in the modern world. Yes, but not in the good way. Scientists believe that he is the key to eternal life. Wow, that's a bit of a logical jump. How'd you come to that conclusion? Attempts to recreate Sonic's abilities became successful, but dangerous side effects avoided the project. The virus escaped from a lab recently. Unknown to the world, what happens next is not on everyone's wish list. Like every Sonic game ever is not on anyone's wish list anymore. Yeah. Sonic and Shrek, actually, both of these people here, not been treated very well by the internet. They have not aged well, in my opinion. This is actually bacteria, not a virus, as the scenario led me to believe, but that's fine. Playing on normal difficulty. Sonic Fever! The world is in love with him and announced the world's icon. Looks pretty much the same thing. Or is there something about the side effects of this virus? Are you trying to indicate that there's actually more than one victory condition? You might be. But I'm not too sure. We'll start off in Saudi Arabia, because maybe they've never heard of Sonic there. So it's more likely to actually, take root. Ooh, look at all the little hedgehogs! Alright, we got Hedgehog 1. Land transmission, like birds. Alright, Fox. Like a two-tailed fox? I don't know. Increases, effectiveness in rural areas and arid climate. It's actually pretty good for us in Saudi Arabia. Let's just grab that now. Echidna. Oh, they're kind of like hedgehogs, but they got longer little noses. It's so cute. We also have air and water. Jewelry. Expensive jewelry absorbs the virus. How does the jewelry absorb the virus? That doesn't make sense. Okay, well, whatever. Rings! Of course, the rings had to be in there at some point. Golden rings absorb the virus and release it when human contact occurs. So, two things that increase effectiveness in wealthy areas, which I guess makes a certain level of sense. Symptoms: hair growth. The virus stimulates growth hormones, causing extreme hair growth on the body, except for the chest, jaw, and ears. So the only places where Sonic the Hedgehog doesn't have... I mean, do you really count that as hair? I don't know. It's not exactly spines like a porcupine, but it's not exactly hair either. I don't know. It's fairly noticeable, so a bit of severity there. We'll hold off on that for now. We also have our cold and our heat resistance and drug resistance, which leads to something slightly different, so we'll have to pick that up pretty early on. I'm kind of curious. Drug resistance 2... Maybe they just rearranged it and there's still a genetic hardening and genetic reshuffle in there. I'm not too sure yet. Well, either way, let's save a bit of DNA. We'll go for some hedgehogs, maybe some more, echidnas or foxes or something. Let's see. No need for the jewelry or anything quite like that yet. We could go for air, and I think I will. Make us better in the arid climates, like Saudi Arabia, which is the only thing that matters. So yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, I remember playing on, like, the original Sega, some of the old Sonic the Hedgehog games, and they were kind of fun back in the day, but I don't know. It seems to me that the Sonic games have not aged well. Not just the old games. People always have a place in their heart for the nostalgic, old-fashioned games, right? I get that. That's fine. But look at like Sonic and the Black Knight. Look at, what was it, Sonic 03? Or what year was it? I don't know. There was some big Sonic game that just was god-awful. To the point where you're just kind of like, who thought this was a good idea? I don't know. And I always hated the side characters. Tails just sounds like a weenie boy. And Knuckles and all these other people, it's like, oh yeah, I'm edgy, but I'm not, because I'm stupid. I don't know. Never was much of a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog. Let's grab Hedgehog level 2. Pretty good in the urban areas, which I imagine will be pretty nice. I mean, actually, if we go for something like rings and stuff, we're going to have a pretty nice bonus in wealthy countries. We're going to be able to infect them very rapidly. Oh, apparently, okay, so we did get our hair stuff for, free. We also now have gloves and shoes. The hands and feet become very sensitive to light, forcing infected to wear gloves on their hands and shoes with a red fill or stripes on their feet. That's an absolute requirement. Any other style of shoe is unacceptable. Jaw muscle deformity. Infected mouth's jaws begins to deform and enlarge, allowing for huge smiles on the left and right side. So, standard Japanese animated, weirdness. Tiny little mouths when they're closed, but they're massive when they're open. This renders the mouth movable, which frightens others. Of course. Let's go for some drug resistance. Yeah, it does actually lead to those three things like I suspected. Alright, never mind. It's not nearly as cool as I thought. Why it got rearranged for no particular purpose, I don't know, but it did. So there you go. Let's grab a level of cold resistance. Whoop, that's not what I wanted. Doop-a-doop, doop-a-doop, doop. And we're starting to get a pretty reasonable spread here. Starting in Saudi Arabia, as always, is quite good. So I could be going for some water transmission, and I will. I'm going to get kind of a bit of variety here. But mostly I wanted to go down with these guys, you know, foxes, echidnas, and stuff, and see what's in the middle. I would imagine there's something pretty cool, but the mutation chance might be nice for me, so we'll grab it. Do you want an echidna increasing urban effectiveness and effectiveness in humid climates, or just arid? Let's go for some humid with the echidnas. That is how you pronounce that, right? Echidna? I hope it's how you pronounce it. I think it is. Wow, we are actually spreading pretty well. Alright, so we got the foxes. That leads to extreme zoonosis. The virus crosses multiple species barriers. I mean, you get credit where it's due. There's some nice little custom icons here, which I like, you know, not bad. Jaw muscle. So basically we're turning everyone into Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, yeah, that's a pretty unpleasant side effect. I think we can all agree. Let's get some more cold resistance. We're definitely going to want that. So we did get our jaw muscle deformity. That leads to nose and eye deformities. The nose bone structure dissolves, forming into a pointed nose. The eye sockets enlargen, causing the eyes to enlarge and fill it. They all sit just above the jaw. Yeah, we're literally turning everybody into a bunch of Sonic the Hedgehogs. Sonics. It's like a terrible fan fiction gone horribly, horribly wrong. So do we want this? Rings, good in poor areas, actually. I guess because the rings just draw the poor to them, because it's like, hey, we're not wealthy, we desperately need stuff. Go grab, maybe. Let's grab water. Let's grab rings. Wish we had a bit more rural transmission so I could be more effective in Russia, because Russia seems to be the one that's giving me the most trouble. And I kind of need to do a little bit better so I can get into Greenland, please. So we did get something. Nose and eye deformities leads to ear deformity. The ears deform and reposition themselves onto the top of the skull. Oh gosh, that's quite a transformation. They become triangular shaped, and everyone looks like furries. No, the infected instead begin to look like Sonic the Hedgehog characters. Okay, well, we got into Greenland. Is that everybody? That's everybody. And they're working on that cure. Well, we don't need more transmission, really, so let's just grab ear deformity. That leads to orange and yellow fur. Infected's fur changes to an orange-yellow color. This gives them the look of Miles' tail's prower, but it's an incomplete form. Or quills, spiked quills behind their neck and are large in size. So do we want to go down the tails route or the hedgehog route? What's the difference? I don't know. I don't know if we necessarily need drug resistance and stuff, so let's just go ahead and grab, let's say, quills. That leads to black and red fur. Shadow the Hedgehog. Got it. The only hedgehog who's willing to wield guns, and he's like, yeah, I'm not quite the good guy, but I'm also not that bad because this is a kid's game. That's Shadow the Hedgehog. Let's make them all look more like Shadow. Pink fur. Oh gosh, Amy. All right. Infected female's fur begins to change to a light pink. What does this all do? I don't know. How do you black, red, blue, and pink? I mean, we're having multi-rainbow hedgehogs. Hi, I'm Pravus, the rainbow hedgehog. And I spread my diseases. No, never mind. I was actually about to go in a really bad direction, but I'm not going to do that. Additional trait, Shadow. Infected's eye color changes to red. A tail and 2 additional quills on their back are grown. Specifically 2. You can't have more than that, though. A patch of white fur appears on the chest because I'm manly, and the rings attached to the ankles. It costs nothing to do that. Grab. Shadow, anthropomorphism. That's quite a word right there. Anthropomorphism. I actually said it right the first time. I'm having a hard time now that I'm looking at it. Infected's personality changes to match Shadow the Hedgehog. Sharp-witted, always on edge. A strong sense of purpose. Willing to achieve goals by any means. What is this, your frickin' resume? Shut up, I don't care. Blue fur. Additional features of Sonic. Sonic anthropomorphism. A strong sense of justice, compassion, heart of gold, and a love for adventure and freedom in an incredibly annoying voice. Gotta go fast, bro. Whatever. Pink. Amy. And she is cheerful, slightly erratic, positive, full of energy, a scary temper, and is obsessed with Sonic. When do I start killing people? Alright, let's go for the tails stuff. I mean, I got symptostasis. I can pretty much afford all of this. Oh, this is Knuckles the Echidna. Is Knuckles an Echidna? I always assumed he was also a hedgehog. He's not? Oh. Well, I could have been fooled. He looks just like a hedgehog, but with big fists and red spines instead. Alright, fine. Let's go for dreadlocks and foxtails. Gentle and sweet-natured, an outgoing, brave, and independent individual. After meeting Sonic, he's young. And independent, headstrong, Syrians, yet gullible and short-tempered. Knuckles is fully devoted to duty. Haha, okay, well, I guess we'll grab Sonic. Sonic Shadow Spin. Infected gain the ability to curl up into a ball and spin. Usable by both Sonic and Shadow. Speeds can be high, but become hard to come to a complete stop. Slight bit of lethality. Eggman Minions. Infected have become a Sonic character mistaken regular people infected for Eggman's minions. So basically, now we are hallucinating that everyone is a bunch of, like, Robotnik little, I don't know, robot animals. And we just start jumping on them and beating the crap out of them. Sonic the Hedgehog successfully created. Finally, it becomes a reality. Evolve his abilities, and he'll become more of a reality. Because he wasn't really a reality before, he's like 10% of the way. But, okay, whatever. The only question is, will you kill everyone, or will you manage to unlock the power of chaos? Oh, the freaking Chaos Emeralds are in this too, huh? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I want everyone to die. Eggman's Minions it is. Homing attack. The Sonic characters can use a homing attack on anything and anyone. High-speed impacts can kill targets instantly. Yeah, I would imagine, honestly, I would think that if people curl up into those balls, they're more likely to experience whiplash and snap their own neck, but alright. Grab the homing attack. Peace? What? Wait, peace is like super easy to access. This will win the scenario. Remove lethality, infect everyone, and that's it. Nah, that's accessible too easily. We're just now accessing lethality, dang it. Alright, grab Shadow. That leads to inhibitor rings. Limit his power, but decrease his risk of overexerting himself. These are things in the lore. Oh, we just mutated Peace. Well, whether I like it or not, can we devolve? We can totally devolve. Alright, no peace! There shall be no peace. Grab Knuckles. Is he lethal? Strength Spike. He's slightly lethal. Grab him. There. Okay, now we're creating Knuckles. Everyone turn into the Echidna. Evolve his abilities to show his true strength. Will the world die from Knuckles? Knuckles to the face, maybe. Tails, are you lethal? Flying Tails. Tails can fly using his 2 foxtails. This decreases the amount of plane travel, but increases air transmission. Don't care. Chaos Gun. Tails creates a weapon that shoots out a blast of chaos energy, exploding on impact. Instant death to humans. Sounds perfect. What's this? Do I need to grab this to find out what it is? Let's grab Amy first. This is the Pico Pico Hammer. Amy wields the newly made Pico Pico Hammer. It's gigantic in size, and very disproportionate to her body weight. How she lifts it is a mystery. And it works great for wiping out enemies. Her obsession over Sonic can lead to the death of others. Right, because if there's a lesson in this one, kids, don't be obsessed, don't be a stalker. It creeps everybody out. Let's grab the Shadow Spin. Super Speed Trauma. High amounts of G-Force can result in instant death. Skull Strengthening. Gives the infected the ability to create a sonic boom and parkour at high speeds. Perfect, grab. Oh boy, yeah, alright. Amy Rose becomes a reality. I think Amy and Tails are perhaps my least favorite out of the bunch. Tails becomes a lovable child. Tails is emerging in amongst children, and has become a lovable character. Tails doesn't seem deadly, or is he? He hasn't got strength or speed, but he has got the skills of a mechanic. But not a mechanical engineer, just a car worker. What kind of contraptions will you create? Already created the Chaos Gun, so this is a forlorn question. Thank you, though. Inhibitor rings. I was hoping that would lead to something, but it did not. Alright, Flying Tails. Extreme heights. Infected that fly like tails suddenly lose their ability for reasons unknown, causing them to fall down from high altitudes and flattening the victims. No, don't devolve, don't devolve. Extreme heights. So, basically everyone who becomes like Tails just becomes Icarus. Stop evolving Peace! I don't want peace! Let them all die. What's this? Ooh, wait, there's Chaos Emeralds! The green Chaos Emeralds appears in the modern world. The location it appears in is random and it releases chaos energy when reappearing, releasing the virus, so it's random it's just a random country infected. Well, that's not useful to me. Let's grab the white Chaos Emerald. It looked black, but once you click it, it becomes white. Yellow. That is not yellow, that is blue, but it is the reverse color, so that's okay. Grab. Red. Cyan. Purple. What happens when I get all of them? Do I become Golden Sonic? Maybe. The one thing I'm a little bit worried about is now that I'm infecting the entire world, if we just evolve Peace, I might win the scenario whether I like it or not. Blue! And then we have the Super Transformation. Sonic and Shadow can access their super forms, granting them more power than their regular forms. High amounts of chaos energy slows down the cure research. Perfect. What do we got? The green super... Oh gosh, now you have to do even more freaking emeralds? Okay. We may have jumped the shark with the emeralds a teensy-weensy bit, but, you know, that just seems par for the course for Sonic. Kinda makes me wish I had grabbed the Pathostasis. That would have worked very well, but I did not, because I did not know. Canada, can you please be infected a little bit faster? A little teeny bit faster? Is it much to ask? Go for the extreme Zoonosis. I'm a little worried that we're killing too fast here. Definitely worried about that, but I think we'll be okay. Just looking at it, just guessing, I think we'll be fine. Are we maxed out on... No, we're not maxed out on infectivity. We're maxed out on severity, though. Oh, wait, what's this? The Chaos Spear. Also, Chaos Control. With 1 Chaos Emerald, Shadow is able to use Chaos Control. The fabric of space and time can be manipulated. This can be used for combat, which can also be lethal. I would want lethality if it weren't for the fact that Canada has not been fully infected. And them Canadians are very fragile at heart. Okay, I'm actually kind of worried that we're going to kill too fast here. Refund. Refund. No one... Nope. Slow down. Stop with your stupid spin. Wow, that is a hilarious looking picture right there. Devolve Extreme Heights. Stop getting yourself killed. Canadians, you need to get infected more. Oh, God. Remove... The Chaos Gun should never have been created. Get rid of it. Yeah, this is a bit of a problem. Super speed trauma again. Can we please... Okay, we need more of something else. How about jewelry? Canada's considered wealthy, right? Yes, it is. Come on, you greedy little Canadians. Go for the jewelry. Grab them rings. Uh-oh. We might be about to lose this one, which will be incredible at this point. Yeah, we're definitely losing it. Okay, hang on. Let's remove this. No, stop seeing them as Robotnik. They're not. Also, devolve the homing attack. Amy, stop murdering people. Thank you. Inhibitor rings? Let's get rid of the shadow spin. Nope, that wasn't what I wanted. Knuckles, stop punching people. Inhibitor rings? What else is lethal? I can't remember. Get rid of this. We're slowing things down significantly, but I'm hopeful that we'll be able to somehow pick this back up. Slightly. I might have saved the game, but not by much. Not by much at all. We need more transmission. Grab the jewelry. Okay. Now we're picking up some infectivity. There we go. Frickin' Canadians. All right, what's this thing here? Extreme fomites. Increasing effectiveness in both the poor and the wealthy areas. Cool. Oh, man. So yeah, this scenario's kind of drag on a little bit while we try to infect the rest of Canada, slowly but surely. And I get, like, no DNA, and I make, like, no cure progress because the rest of the world is basically dead. It's just Canada left, so I'm just gonna kind of zoom ahead to the end of this scenario at this point. Alright, I don't have enough DNA for, like, anything. I'm just gonna refund all these things that don't matter to me. Give them to me? Thank you. Can we get... Need drug resistance is what I need. Get rid of the orange-yellow fur and the red fur. That is nothing for me. Pink fur. I mean, at this point, they're already Amy. What does it matter, right? Just refund. Freaking need that drug resistance. Quills? And stop becoming Tails. He's the least popular anyway. There, alright. Now we need drug resistance. Oh, freaking heck. Come on, Canada. Oh, you suck so much, Canada. I'm trying, guys. I'm like trying really hard to find a way to hack this system to win. It's just not going well. There we go. I didn't mean to... Can I devolve the piece real quick? Because I had to use peace to get rid of lethality to have a chance to win, but now that I've infected everyone, it seems like I automatically win the scenario. Even though only 300,000 people... No, sorry, less than 1 million people in the world are alive, the whole world has made peace with the Sonic characters, because they are characters, I don't know if you've noticed. Becoming more famous than ever, some have attempted to be like them. Some became like them without their consents, because that's how this disease works. Some prefer to live their normal lives. With Sonic the Hedgehog and his friends protecting humanity, nothing can destroy the world, except for the billions that lost their lives. Yeah, that's not quite what I had in mind, but I had to reduce lethality somehow, otherwise it was a guaranteed loss. And yeah, because it took 956 days, of course it's gonna be 1 star. That was a bit of a pain. I think I misplayed that a little bit. But we won. I had to kind of finagle the game a little bit, but we won. So anyway, yeah, there's a freaking ton of custom material in that scenario. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of Sonic and just kind of the genre in general. And yeah, at some point it just kind of seems like a lot of kind of fanboying, you know, just a bunch of lore nodes all kind of strung together, even if they don't make a lot of sense. All right, you just got as much content in there as possible. Cool. I mean, fine, whatever. That's what the scenario kind of I expected it to be. So, mostly I'm just impressed by the sheer number of hours that must have been involved in creating this scenario. So yeah, good for somebody. Oh my gosh, look how many hundreds of days are just sitting around with the world almost entirely infected. That's just, painful. Yeah, alright, I'll go ahead and say I recommend that. That was, I mean, yeah, for sheer determination, I have to give that author credit. Well done. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.